Hello, hello.
Hello.
What's going on, man? The Age of Ore. You guys are live right now on the Zach Moonshine show. What the fuck is going on?
What's
Nothing.
up?
Nothing much. How you
Hey.
doing?
So tell us, man. What is going on in the world of the Age of Ore?
Lots of stuff. We got a lot of stuff going on. We're releasing new music. We're writing a lot of new music, which is going to be some pretty heavy stuff. And we're playing out a lot. And so we're doing pretty good for ourselves right now.
Hell yeah, man. Well, it sounds like it, man. I love that track, dude. We just played "Drag You Under," man. It's a killer track.
Yeah.
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 Thank
Great,
you.
great riffs, great vocals. I love that little drum solo at near the tail end, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
So tell us, how long have you guys been jamming in a band, and where are you guys from, and everything?
So I've been playing. I'm Jake. I've been playing for about 10 years now, and I've been playing in the band. I started the band. Me and Luke. I started the band. What, about 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dev's been in it for about 2 years, I think.
2 years, yeah.
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 So it's been pretty cool. We're me and Luke are from Deptford, New Jersey, and where are you from, Dev? Williamstown?
I'm from Williamstown, yeah.
Yeah, New Jersey.
I've been playing drums since I was 7. Since I was 6. I've been playing for about 7 years.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing bass guitar for 2 years, about the same time I joined the band.
Jesus, man. Well, you guys sound like you've been playing for a long time. I'll tell you that, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Probably
Thank you.
fun for us. I don't know if it is for other people, though, you know?
Now I know you guys are a little bit on the younger side of the scale. Can you tell us what's the ages in the band?
So I'm 16.
And I'm 13.
And I'm 14.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the younger side, I guess you could say.
Yep. yeah.
Getting an early start, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
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 So tell us, like, how did the band come together? Like, how did it all like start?
Well, me and Luke have always been playing together ever since he started playing drums, and we were like, well, we want to take this to a level where we can start playing out and writing our own stuff. We started off obviously as like a cover band doing Metallica and Iron Maiden and stuff, and we found Dev, and he's a perfect fit.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been great ever since, you know.
That's crazy, man. Those are big shoes to fill, man. You guys started out playing covers of Iron Maiden and Metallica.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like,
Yep.
12 when I started. That was crazy.
That's good stuff, man. Speaking of that, can you tell us like about some of your influences? Like what kind of bands got you into playing music, and what are some of the first bands that you started listening to?
I started playing guitar. I was a blues man when I first started. I loved the blues, and then I got introduced to Iron Maiden. First Iron Maiden song I ever heard was 2 Minutes to Midnight. Was the first one that actually got me into them, and then Metallica, Iron Maiden, Alice in Chains, stuff like that, and then recently Alter Bridge. I love Alter Bridge.
hmm
Yeah. My favorite band, same thing with Jake. Except the first song that really got me to really like Iron Maiden was Hallowed Be Thy Name. It's one of my favorite songs by them. And then recently also Alter Bridge and a lot of Tool and stuff like that.
Yeah, I got into a lot of like hard rock and metal music. I started out listening to like Ozzy Osbourne and System of a Down, stuff like that. Then I really got into bands like Korn and Alice in Chains, and they what's the word? Motivated me to play a lot of the songs I play. I like to play their songs.
Hell yeah. I got some questions coming in from the listeners. Bad Wizard wants to know, are there a lot of metalheads in your school?
No, not a lot.
So for me, surprisingly, there's a good amount. I would say probably 20% of the people at my school are metalheads, which is pretty cool. So I get a decent amount of my friends to check our stuff out, and even the ones who don't like metal check it out, which is cool. But
Hmm.
yeah, honestly, there's at my school there's a surprising amount of people who at least tolerate metal.
Yeah. I don't have many people at my school who listen to that kind of music either.
Yeah, same. Most of the people at my school listen to rap and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, well, can I ask you what are the other kids at the school? What do they think of you guys being in a band and everything?
Uh, everyone is surprised at first when they find out that I'm in a band. I don't know why. Everyone tells me they just, other than like wearing Metallica shirts and stuff 24/7, they said I didn't seem like the kind of dude that would play guitar. But yeah, they love it. My buddies come out to my shows and stuff, and it's great. It's a good time.
Hell yeah. Next question. Sam wants to know, how did you guys hear about MDR Metal Devastation Radio?
Mainly just through my dad hooking up with promoters and stuff like that. Just getting us on the air in different radio stations, and we just basically came across it.
Right on. Next question. Thunderous wants to know, what kind of slack do you guys get as a metal band and being young?
What kind of slack?
Do you get slack?
No, no. That's I would say no. Yes and no. Honestly, like people are like, well, they're young, but honestly, I feel like people hear us and they don't really make excuses for us being young. They're like, wow, they're young and they sound that good. It's pretty cool. So I don't think there's a lot of slack, honestly. I think we're pushed to perform to our best ability. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Now, when I was talking to Bill before we started the promo, I remember he was saying something about that you guys went to one of those contest shows. What was it? American Idol or something? You tried to get on it or something, and it was.
We were thinking about it. We were seriously considering it at one point, and then we were just like, it's not right now what's good for us. We'll probably, honestly, I want to do it in the future, but I don't know how everyone else feels about it. But that's something that I could possibly see us doing in the future, but not right now. We just have too much stuff going on.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah. I know that some of those shows can be kind of silly, like, but at the same time, like, I guess, like, I mean, it could be a big thing, you never know, but.
I definitely hear you there. It's something that I could see on our horizon potentially.
Yeah.
For sure. Next question, what festival would you want to play at if you could play at any festival?
That's a good question. That is a very good question. Wow. That's a fantastic question. You know what? I'm going to have Dev answer that, and I'm going to get back to you, because honestly, that's a good question.
Me?
Yeah, what festival would you like to play at?
I don't really know. I don't have any in mind.
Yeah, I don't really know that many festivals.
Well, honestly, the Rock Legends cruise. It's not necessarily a festival, but it's a pretty cool thing. I'd like to play on that sometime. That would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Anything really. I mean, we're open to getting any festival. So I mean, hey, if there's a promoter for a festival out there that's looking to book an awesome metal band, we're open.
All right. Here's another question. Thunderous wants to know if you could tour opening up for any band in the world, who would you want to tour with?
Iron Maiden, definitely.
Yes, definitely Iron Maiden.
Yep. I feel like they're just they're the band, you know? Like they're like probably one of the biggest metal bands in the world. They're fantastic musicians. Like I don't it would be perfect to play with Iron Maiden definitely.
They are, man. That is. You know, I remember when I was like 8 or 9 years old, and my cousin, I was over at his house, and we were watching MTV and stuff, and I was checking out all these bands, and he was like, "Dude, you got to check this out." And I was like, "What is it?" And he brought me this record, and it was Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast, and
Yeah.
he put the record on the fucking on the vinyl player, and put the needle down and started playing it, and I was just listening to it. I was just blown away. I
Oh,
mean,
they're
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah. From that point on, I mean, it was just never ending.
Yeah, they just released a new song last night,
Yeah,
and I at first I didn't like it, but then I listened to it. I'm like, wow, this is actually really good. Yeah, so they're fantastic. I love them.
hell yeah. Another question, Lady Red wants to know: would you ever like to play in Canada?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
I'll play anywhere.
All over the world, man.
Uh-huh.
We're trying to get out there, you know.
Hell yeah. She also wants to know how many instruments can you guys play?
So I sing and play guitar. I don't know if you count singing as an instrument. I don't necessarily, but I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I can play. I can play the bass if I need to, and I mean, I suck at it, but I mean, I can hit notes on a piano. You know.
I can only play. And that's it.
Yeah, I can play bass guitar, of course, a little bit of drums, maybe some piano, but I don't know. And I also can play a little bit of guitar.
Right on. Next question, Grace wants to know new music coming. When can we expect to hear some more music from you guys?
That would be. So we are releasing a new song July 23rd, and another song on September 11th, and we actually have a music video that we're filming for the song coming out in September. We're filming that on July 23rd at Fort Mott in New Jersey. It's like an old, I think it's a Civil War fort. It's gonna be really cool, and they're probably, in my opinion, they're two of our best songs. So be on the lookout for that. July 23rd and September 11th. We have some pretty heavy stuff coming out.
Awesome. And do you guys have any shows coming up?
Yeah. So other than so September 11th, the same day we're releasing one of our songs. We're playing at the Atlantic City Bike Week. It's outside of the Showboat Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, and then we're opening up in Atlantic City for the band Tantric at a place called the Bourrée. So that should be a good show. That's November 21st. But other than that, right now, we just have private parties and stuff. But obviously, we'll probably book some stuff in between.
Wow, man, that's cool. I bet, yeah, man, there should be a good turnout at that, and for sure, hopefully it'll turn you guys, or turn some new people on to you guys for sure, man.
Definitely. Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
All right, for all the gearheads out there that are wondering, what kind of equipment are you guys using to get these sounds, man? Can you give us a rig rundown?
So, I am running through a Sterling MAJ100 Music Man, the John Petrucci model. And I'm running that to a Line 6 Helix processing board that I have an MXR talk box and a Digitech drop pedal hooked up to. The drop is mainly for live, not for recording. And then I'm running that through a just like a powered speaker, just so I can get as clean a tone as possible. And then I also have a Jackson JS32 Dinky, which has like a cool oil dip swirl thing on it, which is pretty cool. And I have a Ibanez AR420 as well. So I have a decent amount of stuff. I don't go too crazy with pedals though, you know.
I have a set of black Pearl exports. and I use I forget what pedals they are, but I use pearl pedals, all pearl.
Red line, right?
Yeah, red line. I'm pretty sure. And then I use Zildjian, a mix of Zildjian and Sabian cymbals, and that's it.
Yeah. All I've really got is this nice like Ampeg amplifier that I use, and I have a Jackson bass guitar that sounds really good. I don't really use any pedals either. Just a
Just a
I
drop.
use a distortion pedal. I forget what it's called. I think it's an Omega distortion pedal.
Yeah, and then
It's called that.
you got the carbon copy analog delay too.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Next question. Vicky wants to know: do you guys have any cool stories or encounters with ghosts or anything?
With ghosts,
Any paranormal stories?
I don't, but Dad, you probably do, right? Your dad does.
Oh
like,
yeah,
ghost
yeah.
hunting.
My parents were big into ghost hunting and stuff, but I mean personally, not really. Surprisingly, I know my parents do though. My
Yeah,
parents have had some experiences.
Yeah, I honestly haven't, but who knows? Maybe I just wasn't, like looking out for it, or maybe I just was. I don't know. I not personally that I recognize, I don't know about you, Luke.
Yeah, I haven't.
That would be cool, though. Honestly,
Yeah.
ghosts are an interesting subject.
All right. Next question. Sam wants to know: you mentioned your dad helping you out. She says, who else helps you out with your promotion, or do you do it yourself?
So we post on our personal social media accounts. My mom, is like she's the head of marketing at the company she works at. So she helps us out with all that kind of good stuff. So she runs the social media accounts. My dad reaches out to promoters and figures out the logistics of all that stuff. And then we have a couple promoters like Stephen Weiss from Norstep Productions. He helps us out, books us a lot of gigs and stuff. So we have a good crew helping us,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of like, as far as your songs go, man, can you tell us what are some of the lyrics and stuff about? Do you have any stories behind the songs?
When I write lyrics, it kind of just flows. I don't have like a set goal of, okay, I'm going to write about this topic today. I just kind of write what's ever on my mind at that moment, and it kind of just comes out on the paper and almost forms like a theme as I go. Like our upcoming song is about war and chaos and riots, and I actually wrote it before last summer, before all the riots and stuff happened, and I was like, wow, that's actually really applicable to what's happening now. So it was pretty cool how that turned out.
Right on. So for people out there that want to find out more about you guys, where can they go to find out more information about you, pick up some merch, stuff like that?
So we have a website, www.theageofwar.com. It's ORE. And we also have Instagram, Facebook. We have a YouTube channel. And then obviously we're on Spotify and Apple Music and all that good stuff. So you should be able to pretty easily find us. And I'm pretty sure our website links all of our socials and our music and stuff like that too. And the website's where you can buy the merch and CDs and stuff like that too. Like,
awesome. Another question I got to ask, man. The band name, The Age of Ore. How did you guys come up with that?
We're like, so it's interesting. We obviously because of our ages, that's where the age part of it comes in, and then so ore's it's a rock. Well, it's a rock that produces metal, and we're kind of we started off as kind of like a fusion of rock and metal. We're like metal, but we're not super hardcore. So we're refined in that way. Almost like an ore gets refined.
Oh yeah. When I listen to the music, I feel like I hear a lot of doom type uh, things mixed in, but I don't know if
Yeah,
that was really something that was like I don't know. Is that like how did you guys how would you guys categorize it?
that's
Um,
that's an yeah, that's an interesting thought. What were you gonna say, Jeff?
I'd probably categorize it as I mean, if you funny enough, if you look on Google, it classifies us as doom metal. So I'd say we're doom metal and heavy metal, hard rock
Yeah,
music.
hey, I would say probably progressive metal, and I can see where the doom metal influence comes in
Yeah.
with just like the tritones and stuff that we use sometimes. But yeah, I would say mainly just like an all-encompassing kind of progressive metal, like heavy metal kind of label. Um, Maybe like almost even groove metal for especially for Drag You Under. That's got kind of like a groovy kind of upbeat feel, you know?
Hell yeah, yeah. I can definitely tell that, man, for sure.
Yeah, it's it's pretty. I love what we do, man. We do some cool stuff.
And it's catchy too, man. You guys have some catchy songs, man. That's really important too, I think.
It is. It's funny when we write. It's almost like we just kind of sit down and it happens. If we try and force it, we end up writing crap riffs, which we end up just throwing out. Um, we just kind of have to sit down and let it happen. We can't sit down with a goal and be like, okay, we need to have this song written by today. It's almost like, okay, you have a riff, let's see what we can do with this. And eventually we just get an entire song just by jamming. And then we make some edits, refine some things, and then we'll have a song that we can take into the studio and produce it further, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, well, guys, I guess I'm about out of questions for you. Is there anything else you want to let the people know?
Um yeah, just check us out on Facebook and Instagram, YouTube and stuff like that. Obviously, check out our website and our Spotify and Apple Music. Come out to one of our shows if you're in the area. Obviously, you'll get updates and stuff on our socials. And thanks so much for having us. And thank you guys for listening.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
anytime, anytime. Before I let you guys go, can I get you to make us a station tag?
Sure,
All right.
sure. What do you want us to say?
Whenever you're ready, say something like, "This is the Age of Ore, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio."
All right, you want us
All
to
right.
say it all at one time?
Sure.
All right, I don't know. It's probably going to be hard with Dev because it's probably going to
Yeah,
be.
it might be a little delayed.
Or you guys can take turns if you want.
All right, yeah, yeah. Did you say the tagline one more time? Sorry, I completely blanked.
This is the Age of Ore, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
All right. This is the Age of War, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
This is the Age of War, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
This is the Age of War, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
Awesome, man. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks a lot for taking the time to talk to us, guys. I really appreciate it. And
Of course.
what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blast some more of the Age of Ore for these people so they can go crazy, all right?
Fantastic. Sounds great.
Thank you.
All right, man. We'll talk to you guys later.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye.
There you have it, folks. The Age of Ore live on the Zach Moonshine Show with Metal Devastation motherfucking radio. Like I said earlier, man, put your speakers fucking everywhere, man. Put them in your fucking neighbor's driveway. Put them in your fucking... If you're in the basement, tape your speakers to the ceiling. Fucking put them everywhere, man. Make people fucking unfucking easy, dude. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a public bathroom and you're taking a shit right now, crank the fucking cell phone up, dude. If you're in a fucking taxi cab, crank the fucking phone up. If you're in your house, carry your speakers outside, man. Put them everywhere, dude. Crank it the fuck up loud.